See, Mountain Dew Baja Blast. You could see Baja, California, because of the bombs that were dropped. The Southwestern became a desert. Restaurant Best Western. See, my grandfather watched Old West movies to remember history. He say, hey, watch this black and white movie, Old West movies. He say, black and white, black and white, black and white, right? So history, not hate. It's like, see, a lot of people in the old days says, ooh, ooh, ooh. See the East Standard, pharmaceuticals in the Western time. See? So we, yes, in French. See? Salad. See? You see your Bible, you say Salah. We're like, salad. See what? Say Lord, please. French dressing. See? Salad. How are you? English. From the British sailors. See? Or the British intelligence from the New England. See? Some say they have Deneer's disease. Well, Deneer's is mental disease because they have den ears. See? So you think like the den and you say, whoa, well, we have LTD companies. See? Logistics and transportation for distribution. Some movies only realized in certain areas. See? Because they released in certain areas. So if your movie is your life, what you do is you take this and this and this and you make tourism system. It's the logistics, see, it's like log, see, it's ties between one time zone and another. Just like time zones in history, so is the states, one time zone or another. Like seconds on the clock, we go, oh, this is good education, can I have more? We say, yeah, you can have seconds. And we say, well, education is tourism, transpo, see, distribution is, see, suave. See, Rico Suave, oh, so suave, boy, Mexican, see? And we say, well, nearest corrections, see? New corrections, see? And we say, okay, what else we got? Well, I was taken to the CDC because I had a high IQ. Pretty high IQ. All the other kids couldn't read these words. I read the big words and they say, oh, let's put them in this program. So they take me this reasoning test, like something off the movie for Men in Black. I'm like, oh, cool. So then they take me over here, take these tests. So they send me to the CDC in Atlanta, and they say, hey, I learned from all the best doctors and observed medical doctors. They didn't all make it. Military dependents from all over the world, different parts of the world like Germany, Guam, etc., you name it. That was for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, you remember NASCAR? Jeff Gordon is like Commissioner Gordon. See, that's a race car track. Race call, track it. Tracking what? The digital analysis for all the kind of tourism to fix the differences in communications. See, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, for years. I learned all this stuff. And it's for your ears. For the Deneers, see, North ears and South ears. The network system for a new system. Network system is the DNA. See, digital network analysis to fix the DNA. See, for the genetics and for the generics and for, well, the ecological system and the economy. That's the IEEE. I noticed there was a problem with the artificial intelligence, the American intelligence, the angel intelligence, the alien intelligence, or whatever you might want to call it. They started to make artificial intelligence, so I looked at it, took a look at it. Then all of a sudden, I got this guy called, Dan Solzinger, coming to my house, wanted me to go and look at his PCs and programs with these Fortnite locks, doors, and servers and shit. Because they are using nouns, verbs, and adjectives, or descriptions for objectives. See? Now you use those nouns. PPP protection is the peoples, see, places, and protect. Let's say actions, Jeff. You remember? You think I see it? So, they mess with me, do all this stuff. I call Jeff acts in motion for actions. See? Verbs, adjectives, and descriptions for objectives put into motion for actions. Now, you say monuments and buildings. See? MB, like motherboard, the planet. Men in Black, protect the planet. Aliens, encounters, all that stuff. Now, when they go, ET, See, ET phone and home. Education, tourism. See, places for people. More places for people. It said PFP for the personal flotation, sea protection. Not just for the ocean, but on land to keep people from fighting. A space program. See? Descriptions. They say, hey, I go to courthouse, I give them all this history, words, laws, cultures, everything. I say descriptions. D, pre, and po. See? D, pre, and pro. See? Descriptions, prescriptions, and proscriptions is personal protection. Past, present, and you put future right in the middle. See? Past, present, future is today. See? Past and present. See, your history is the present for the future today. So I say Custom Technology Solutions Incorporated, providing you solutions for tomorrow, which is the present, to the future today. See? Now, I'm going to go here, Top Gun. See? Green New Deal. That's the Green United Nations. Horses and stagecoaches. We have trucks and trailers now today. There should be some kind of museum going from the Old West, horses, stagecoaches and stuff, trucks and trailers. You put a museum for that, all these trucks and stuff driving around, these stops and cool stuff and everything else, they should have some kind of museum too. See, they're driving the supplies all the way out west and west driving stuff here. There should be some kind of museum for that. People will go there. See? G-E-R, man. See? Sud? See? Sued? Well, I sued everybody and said, hey, keep all the money. I don't care. I said, salty, salt busters. Hey, Shane, come back. We said, dos amigos. See? Do, S, big S, all state insurance in your paperwork. We say Superman. MIG? No. Operating system. See? See, objective system. See, the objectives. See, surprise. What's it? Now, Judy Green, New Deal. Judy and I is a Judy and I. Oh, see? While you were sleeping, Seattle. See? Sleeping in Seattle. I think, therefore I am. Let's say, oh, no sleeping. Top Gun. Trust of people. Giving. See? United Nations. See? Unity. Now. See? Now. We'll say what? We said, remember? We rebuilt the space program. We had truckers moving the space shuttle. See? Like a big parade, they moved the space shuttle across the nation so everybody could see it. Right? So across the U.S. to different space museums. Everybody want a space center. So we say, no, space museums, not just space centers. We need space museums also without space centers. And that would tie into the Area 51 for New Mexico, alien encounters. See, everybody have something different. There's plenty to go around. They say, hey, take what you need. There's plenty. See, arcade game and no places for people to see. Our Area 51 arcade game and arcade, but no cool place for people to go and see from the game. So the game sells the place sells the game and stuff, sells the artifacts. See, Area 51 aliens, Space Museum people, Intelligence Museum. Where's the museum for the CIA? You know, Men in Black. What about the CIA museums? See, Men in Black, American System Intelligence Media is the media system. See, we have military system and we have media system. See, you want MS-13 like gang? We say media system, one Trinity. See, one nation educating. Trinity, see? Matrix, Trinity, MT. Missile Tech, military training, media trust, medical transmissions is my team. See? Teamwork. Big problems, smaller solutions, big changes. We say, hey, microchips. We had these big vacuum tube computers and stuff. We got down to little microchips. So all these little microchips, all this big computing, all these little people and children, big computing. Look. Big, smaller pieces. They say, hey, what about this? Well, we got farmlands are not political countries. See? The political countries and states protect farmers and farmlands for protection of atmospheric conditions and ecological systems, for trade and commerce. Back tourism and travel. See? They back tourism and travel. See? constitutional right and not just a right, a responsibility. Travel is a constitutional right and responsibility to travel. See, because you need educational tourism. See, we got love stops for the truckers, right, and travelers. That's like English. We got Travel America, teachers aids, Spanish. We got pilots for BP. See, right? See the black community and the Puerto Ricans. See, BP. See, you got to use your acronyms, and you see LTP. Light transposes people. You need a lieutenant. Love transcends everything. See, BP is a believing peoples. Big America, smaller states, smaller cities, smaller towns, big small countries of farmlands. See, farmlands are not political countries, but they're preserved country land. See, now Area 51, New Mexico, space museums. You remember a movie, Witch Mountain? There was a flying saucer that landed there. You need something in the mountain for that, to connect that. So we say, hey, I went to North Carolina and I said, first in flight. South Carolina Space Camp, they forgot about. So we said, North Carolina, here's a football. Kirk family, first in space. Now, you see Space Camp? Now we have Navy. See, New International Version Bible. Nuke, see? See, psychological nuke instead of dropping bombs like they did in the past. You put that in your history so they remember the U.S. Navy. Flying saucer restaurant, put that somewhere. Remember, they dropped bombs in the past. Duke Nukem, scorched earth. Some of earth is scorched from dropping those bombs. So we made Space Camp to try and teach people. See Florida? See Florida, Space Camp? They forgot about all this other stuff. The Challenger went up, and they didn't do all the checks, so the Challenger shuttle blew up because they tried to jump ahead of schedule. Just like you try to jump ahead of schedule with education, if you don't have the education, people make mistakes, things blow up. So those Challenger, there was a school teacher on the Challenger, and it's like, hey, some of those school teachers weren't teaching all the stuff correctly, so a school teacher went up on a Challenger, and it blew up. That's a hero. See? That's a hero. See? Nuclear fallout communications breakdown. See, when the nuclear fallout happened, see, genetics and stuff kind of got messed up, so everybody need better education. Now, Virginia DOD, that's the Department of Discovery. Eastbound and down, Discovery Shuttle. You remember the Discovery Shuttle? See, it wasn't just Florida Space Coast. It's Discovery Shuttle from the Department of Defense of Virginia, the state of Virginia. You say Saints? We said the Saints go marching in March. That's a military march to remember. Military saints. They're not just people that go out there with guns and kill people. They're military saints. That's an MS-2. See? When you march, military always start on the left, right? Well, look at the left side of the United States and what happened. See? Now, end with the right together. Well, how do we end with the right together? Well, we take this out and we make WRITE. Right, better education. So we say left, right, left. See? So you say East Coast makes a mistake, West Coast made a mistake, North made a mistake, South made a mistake. We follow the compass, come to the center of our hearts and minds. We say, hey, we'll all get it right. We get it right this time. We say, hey, midlands are like medical lands. Multimedia. See? Multidimensional. MD. See? Medical doctor is multidimensional. Multidimensional is medical doctor, the good doctor. See? Remember Maryland? See? Multi-listings. Maryland. What? Oh, marry the people to the truth. I go to Vegas. I say, hey, that's not getting married. I married the people to the truth. I had a wedding. We had big wedding festival. Everybody have fun, crazy stuff. We say, marry land. How do we marry the land to the truth? We build big system for education and tourism, and build economy and ecologies. We say multi-liberties. That's your Maryland MLS system. See, the major listing system is the major league system, which is what? Property. And what? Property rights. And what else is it? Oh, it's education and training. We say multi-liberties for everyone. Everyone will be making money. You wanted economy? Here you go. Wise man education. This is for me. because I got in car wreck and all this other stuff people did to me. So this is none of your business. Then we go over here and we know about that. So we'll leave that and keep that a secret. And then we go. We'll keep that. And we'll keep that. Here we go. There is a Longview, California. So they made music and said, hey, you know, Longview. See? Sabrina Valentine had a little short view, so with limited education. So she had short view, so let's explain. Short view are towns who preserve and never remember why they preserve. See? Short view are towns who preserve and never remember why they preserve because of lack of multi-view education. See movie The Villages? In Florida, they're building villages and trying to expand it. We don't need villages expanded. We need people, places, and things with good ideas. We say Florida villages try to expand their limited view. So, by using an unlimited person with multi-dimensional view. Now, West Virginia is known as the Mountain State. Their capital is Charleston. North Charleston, well, if you go to Charleston in Virginia, you can also visit North Carolina because it's military camp everywhere there. It's kind of cool stuff. They should have lots of museum and information. See? Now, North Charleston is the People's Co-op for Mountain Education and Cooperation. See? We say Processing Center. What's a processing center? Well, it's building communications, better language, what? And culture so that people can communicate through a field trip. You know, in school they say, hey, we're going on a field trip. Well, it's not to send people out to the field to blow things up. It's to send them on a field trip to learn about people, cultures, and communities. You say you have poison ivy down there. So we say NIV, Neve, CB, Creative Boy. See, CB, Communications Board. We say GE for General Elections. Yep. They say they have a GED class in Florida. I look at the book and say this is crap. So I say, here you go. GE, Good Earth Diplomacy. That's a GED. See? A base of genetics. See? And a base of ecological systems. That's Good Earth. See? You want to do acronyms? We say, okay. Big corporations. That's BC. Big corporations. Why? Because creations. They become creations. They say big corporations have plenty of money to do all this stuff, and they've been helping out. That's why they're on top. You want a three-star system, we say, okay, why do we protect the middle class? Because they are translators. We say, okay, communications board, MC is not for mind control, it's the middle class. See? Saving base. Now, what's the base? That's the base of communications. You say, okay, that's the earth, people, cities, towns, monuments, businesses, small businesses, saving base. What's the base? Well, if you had a satellite bigger than anything, you say, well, the planet is like a satellite moving around in space. See? That's why we say space camp. And we go space program. And we say, hey, shuttle system. Why? Big shuttle. And then they think of little vans and shuttles. You say, hey, school field trip. You put a bunch of kids in a big, long van, and you say, we're on a shuttle mission. And you go through the Space Center, you go Area 51, you go through the mountains, you have fun, everything's great.